Welcome to the series of videos on C programming. In this video, we will study the other form of structure known as union. So as usual, the plan is simple. First, we'll look at the basic concept, followed by basic syntax, then declaration and initialization, followed by a few working programs. So when we wish to represent a group of items as a single unit, saving space, then we use union. Its syntax is similar to structure, like given here. Union, it is a keyword, so we cannot use it for any other purpose except the purpose it has been designed or defined for. Some legal name in this scope, a pair of curly braces, and semicolon, as usual, the statement terminator, and within this data type, some variable, then data type, another variable, and so on, just like a structure. But how do we use it? Union, the name of the union, and then some variable. So this is the declaration. If we want to access a variable, then name of this variable, that is the union, dot operator, and then name of the variable, like here. Simple. We can do the nesting also, just like a structure. Union, some legal name which has to be unique in this scope, pair of braces, curly brackets, semicolon, then within this name of the variable of some data type, then we can have union and some name for that union, and as usual declare all the members. But just like structure, if we want to make use of it, we need to create a variable of this type, union name1. Name1 is same, this one, then only it can be used. And how to make use of it? Union name, the name of the variable, name of the union, some variable of that type. So where, here I have declared, then where dot var1. So what will this do? This will access this variable var1. Now if I want to access this var2, then I have to say where dot var3, because here it is var3. Inside this, which variable? var2. So inside this variable var2. So this is the way we can access the members of a union. So what is the difference between structure and a union? What happens is, in case of a structure, suppose we have two variables of inside a union of type character. So it will occupy, total amount of space occupied will be 2 bytes. Okay. But in union, what happens is, if this is of one data type like int, and size of int is 4 bytes, and here this data type is suppose character, so size of a character is 1 byte. So total space occupied by this variable var would be 5 bytes, 4 bytes for integer and 1 byte for character. Whereas in this case of union, if this is a union of same data types, int for var1 and character for var2, so it will occupy total amount of space equivalent to 4 bytes only. The only thing is, it will behave as character as well as integer. Whatever is the least recently, whatever is the most recent usage of the union, it will behave like that data type. If we have assigned a value to character, it will behave as a character. If we have assigned a value to the integer data type, it will behave as an integer. So total amount of space would be occupied by a variable of type union would be the size of the biggest data type which is a member of this union. That is the difference between union and a structure. Let us see some working programs. So in this program, what I have done here is I have declared a union named student with 3 members. One is name of size 20 characters, height of type integer, and CGPA of type float. Okay, so here I have created one variable of type union union student S1. So S1 is now a union of 3 items. Okay, one is of type character, another array of type character, another is of type integer, and the third one is of type float. Now, if you recall from the previous video, it is the string copy function, and it will assign this string to name. Okay, this will assign an integer to this variable, and this will assign a float. But now see here, this printf will let me execute this. So let me first clear it and execute this program. Now this will print, this has printed 3 things. It has to print name, and then height, and then CGPA. But what it has done here is some arbitrary character. In your setup, it may print something else. Okay. Then what it has done is it has printed some number which we have not assigned. Now you can see here some number, from here, some number which we have not assigned, this one. But the third number, third value which we have assigned here, 7.4, so it has printed this 7.4 correctly. Okay. Now the next step, if we assign a new value, s1 dot height 170, the same value I have assigned. Now again, if I use if I want to print all these 3 values, now you can see what is the difference. It has printed nothing here. So in your setup it may print something else. Then height, it has printed 0, which we have not assigned. Okay, and what it has done, it has printed the height it has printed correctly. Let me rephrase. This is the first one, it has printed something else. So here it is space. In your setup it may print something else. Second one, it has printed correctly 170 because we have just defined it. So this union is behaving as it is holding only integer properly. And the third one, CGPA, it has printed 0.00. So it is behaving as if it is having only integer. Its data type is integer only. Now suppose I repeat this operation here, string copy, same string. Now if I want to print all these 3 values, you can see here it has printed this S1 ABCD here, yeah, correctly. Then second, it has printed something which we have not assigned, and the third, it has printed some arbitrary value here. Okay, so latest usage of this union is like a character array. So it is behaving like an array of character. Here in this, when we came to this line, it was used as an integer. So entire union was being treated as an integer. Okay, so if you go into the internal details, so what was written earlier, etc., those bytes are still there, but correct value interpretation will be of type integer in this case. Here now I use it as a string, it will be treated as character string. Okay, now we can print the size of this union. So size of is an operator which tells you how many bytes a particular entity occupies. So I want to know what is the size of this union student S1. Okay, So since it is unsigned long, it is the as per the syntax for size of, this must be unsigned long. So long u percent %lu I have written. %d will also work. It will just generate a warning. Okay. So if I want to print this size, now you can see here it has printed 20 bytes. Why 20 bytes? Because it is the biggest data type as far as size is concerned in this union. So in union, the total size of the variable of that type union student is nothing but the biggest size of the biggest item as a member. So here character array is biggest because it is supposed to occupy 20 bytes. So total union student will be occupying 20 bytes. So when you want to make it use make its use as character array, it will be treated as, it will behave as if it is a character array. If you want to make it use its use as an integer, it will behave as if it is an integer only, and like float also. So this is the difference between a structure and union. Union, size of a union is the size of the biggest item as far as size is concerned. Whereas in case of a structure, size of a structure is sum total of sizes of each individual member of the structure. Now just like a structure, nesting can be done with unions also, so which you can do on your own. In the next video, we will study local and global variables. That is all in this video. Thanks for watching.